What's up, everybody? Well, I got another $400 PC gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to try Code Vein 2. And seeing how it went on the $667 PC, it is probably not going to go well here, but I'm hopeful that we can at least get like a 40 FPS experience. I know we're not going to get no 60, unless that 10400F was really holding back that 3080 to the point where older generation mid-range GPU can beat it. So we shall see, because a 3900X is still more powerful than a 10400F. 10400F is more like a 3600 non-X. But anyway, why don't we go ahead? I'm going to have to let this finish transferring, but you don't. So, settings it is.
So, here's the settings we'll try first. I can almost guarantee they're not going to work, seeing as though a much more powerful computer, GPU-wise anyway, than this couldn't do it. So this shouldn't, unless that 10400F is really holding it back that bad. I know it's holding it back a little. This setup is a much more balanced setup for sure. But anyway, why don't we go ahead, hop on it, let's see what it can do anyway.
I feel great! Going all out! Is that all you got?
Does nothing faze you?
Now we can try turning on a little DLSS, which does help a little bit. Doesn't make it perfectly over 30 all the time by any means, but gets it a little closer than getting into the 20s all the time. But still, I would not recommend playing it like this. I would drop the settings down a little bit more and still use some DLSS. But anyway, let's go see what it can do.
Light as a feather.
Blood's going fast.
I'm getting fired up!
We're all good.
Now let's try a little high. Just native 1080p. We'll try DLSS after that, and then I'll try out what settings I would run on this thing. So, with all that out of the way, let's go hop back on into the game and let's see what it can do now.
I feel great! Going all out! That all you got? Still standing! I feel great!
I almost feel sorry for them.
I feel like I feel great!
Now let's try some DLSS quality here along with it. And this definitely gets us a little bit more FPS. It's not like, oh my god, now we're 60 all the time or anything like that, but every FPS we can get more is better in my opinion. The further away from 30 FPS we can get, the better. But anyhow, let's go hop back into the game.
I'm getting fired up! Going all out!
You're in the sights.
I feel great!
We should probably head back soon.
Well, now here's what I would do if this was my only PC and I really wanted to play this game. I would just have to not get 60 FPS. But this is what I would do. Not perfect by any means, but it seems to do alright for the people who don't care about getting 60 FPS. But with that said, let's go see what it can do.
I'm getting fired up. I feel right.
Well, alright, let's get a little camera recorded gameplay now. Now, unfortunately, just like with the $667 computer, we're not getting no 60 FPS. It's like a 30-40 FPS experience. At least with the settings I picked out, but when I can't have 60, I try to at least keep it over around like the 40 mark if I can. I can deal with 30-40 if I use a controller, but this would be unacceptable if I was using a keyboard and mouse. I wouldn't be able to play at all. This would be awful. But controllers make it slightly more bearable. But considering what this thing costed, I don't know. This is still playable to most, especially the people that would be buying a $400 computer. I don't think they'd expect 4K max settings, max ray tracing, all that shit, you know?
I feel light as a feather.
As you should.
All day. After you.
That was bad timing on my part.
Not looking great, huh?
happy as a clam. Yeah, this computer is at least really, really quiet. As a matter of fact, I'd probably say it's my most quiet one next to maybe my secondary computer. That one's pretty damn quiet too. My main computer was quiet up until I overclocked it and whatnot and did PBO. Now it can get loud depending on what game you're playing. Like I was playing that Jurassic Park game and man, it was really heating that CPU up with all those little NPCs running around. So it got kind of loud. Because I decided, oh yeah, let's hook up all the fans to the CPU. I could just stop that and it wouldn't be loud anymore. But I wanted it to get good cooling. Because the GPU kind of is chilly. Well, my TV PC is pretty quiet, but it's still decently loud. All because of its dust filter. If I took the dust filter off, it'd be quiet, but I'd rather keep as much dust as I can out of there. And that filter looked disgusting by the time I could finally clean it after my hand healed it good enough to rip the front end off. Up until then, I couldn't really clean any of my PCs, so I tried to not really use any of them, just kind of gamed on my Ally. Xbox Ally X thing. It was still a pretty good experience. I was just playing older games, though. That thing was barely able to get playable FPS on this game, and it looked way worse than this. It was struggling to stay above 30, let alone dreaming about hitting 40, 50, you know? And this is only a $400 computer versus a $1,000 handheld. But you can use that in the palm of your hand and carry it around with you. You can't really do that with this thing. Although it's still not that much of a monstrosity. It's kind of like a big console. I keep forgetting it doesn't use stamina to run unless I'm like running around in battle.
I'm getting fired up. Going all out.
And walnut. Anyway, though, I think that's probably more than good. Why don't we go wrap this video on up?
Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Covain 2 on the $400 gaming PC. And it did alright for what it is. I was not expecting 60 FPS after seeing how it ran on the $600 one with a 3080, but this one definitely has a more powerful CPU. But obviously the GPU just wasn't up to snuff for a game like this. But it's under the recommended specs, so can't really expect it to run super well. But that still might be decent enough for some, especially those who will be buying a $400 PC. So it's always nice to get a little bit of input, and that's why I like making these videos. Anyway, that's all for the video though, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. Can't do the proper peace out yet, so a left-handed peace out, and until the next video.